Hello everyone, welcome back to Remind, knowledge-sharing channel self-development through good books. This week, I want to share with you an incredibly valuable book. There is a novel that won the Pulitzer Prize in 1937. After more than 80 years, it remains a timeless classic that endures through the ages. That is the novel Gone with the Wind, written by the American author Margaret Mitchell. The author spent 10 years completing this story, set against the backdrop of the American Civil War, recounting the life of the beautiful girl Scarlett from the age of 16 to 28. A girl like a resilient plum blossom, standing strong amid a snowstorm, with lessons about love experienced through 3 marriages and the ups and downs of fate amid chaotic war. Writer Duong Jiang said that reading Gone with the Wind is like stepping into a pristine forest. The deeper you go, the more you feel its beauty. Each time you read this book, you will surely have different feelings, because it will help you not only learn perceptions about love, but also settle into deep thoughts about human nature and life itself. It makes you gain a more mature awareness, so that in the end you can answer for yourself the questions: how to live rightly, how to choose love, and if you let yourself be swept away by the wind, where will it carry you? Now I invite you to listen to today's sharing through the classic novel, Gone with the Wind. Part 1. Humans are strange. What cannot be obtained is craved even more. Humans are very strange. What cannot be obtained is craved even more. The beautiful, charming, rich girl Scarlett has countless suitors, but she only likes a young man named Ashley, her childhood sweetheart who grew up with her. Perfect, handsome, talented, and gentle. Over the past 2 years, Ashley visited Scarlett's estate almost every week, dancing and going out with her. He never confessed his love to her, but his gentle care made Scarlett believe that he loved her and would propose. Then one day, like a bolt from the blue, she was shocked to hear that Ashley was about to marry Melanie, her cousin. So at their engagement party, she dressed beautifully and approached Ashley to express her feelings, hoping he would run away with her. But Ashley firmly refused. She was disappointed, ashamed, and furious. She couldn't accept not getting Ashley and being mocked by other ladies. In a fit of anger, she accepted a proposal from Melanie's brother. But this hasty marriage was not to escape the pain of heartbreak, but to become family with Ashley. She wanted him to regret it. Then war broke out. Her husband of just 2 months had to enlist, but unfortunately died of illness on the march, and she became a widow. After that, Scarlett found an opportunity to move in with her cousin, solely to be closer to Ashley. And when she remarried, a second and third time to others, she still thought only of Ashley. Perhaps some people think that Scarlett's love for Ashley is truly intense, loyal, ready to fight for love at any time. Daring to love and hate is a model for many girls who need courage to fight for love. But regrettably, Scarlett did not love Ashley from the beginning, and it was not true love. For Scarlett, a proud, passionate girl who had never tasted failure, even if Ashley became someone else's husband, even if she was someone else's wife, even if he went to the ends of the earth, she still decided that Ashley was the man she loved most in her life. But this pursuit was not sincere. It was actually her obsessive fixation on what she couldn't attain. Because humans are very strange animals. What cannot be had stirs unrest, what cannot be obtained fuels craving. Like the sayings, old love is hard to forget. Love is beautiful when left incomplete. But is that really so? Or are we falling into some psychological trap? There is a psychological effect called the Zeigarnik Effect. Psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik conducted an experiment where a group of people were given 20 tasks. The first 10 tasks had no interruptions or distractions, so they completed them quickly. But for the next 10 tasks, she arranged interruptions in the participants' progress. So these people did not complete them within the allotted time. After the experiment, Zeigarnik inquired about the participants' psychology and discovered that they remembered the unfinished tasks more vividly than the 10 completed ones. This psychological effect shows that people easily forget completed tasks but deeply remember those done halfway or not done at all. This also applies to relationships. What cannot be had seems more beautiful. Not receiving reciprocation from someone leads to obsession. The more you care, the more you fear losing. Moreover, humans easily lose themselves, get lost, and face severe internal conflicts. The unattainable fuels craving. Once obtained, it's not cherished. In the novel Red Rose, there is a sentence like this: "Marry a red rose and gradually the red turns into a mosquito bloodstain on a white wall. Still the moonlight before the bed." Marry a white rose. The white is just a grain of rice stuck on clothes, while the red is a beauty mark on the heart. Having the red rose makes one crave the white. Attaining the white makes the mind turn to the red. Like the emerald coffee spoon earrings that Scarlett begged her father to buy for her that year. Once in her hands, they officially lost their initial value. Scarlett is like many of us humans, unable to distinguish what true liking is. Do we like eating ice cream or just the feeling of wanting the ice cream? The feeling before getting the ice cream is the best, but after eating you might feel sick of it right away. Or when you exert all effort to win the top prize in some competition, but once achieved, you suddenly feel an endless emptiness. And to overcome this feeling, you continue chasing other goals. Humans are always swirling in cravings for what they don't have, because it's absent. It's deemed the most beautiful. Because it's unattainable, the heart is urged on. But that's not true motivation for living and loving. Don't let this illusion deceive you. Sometimes letting go is not of someone, but of the obsessive imagination in our hearts. After all, Scarlett awakened to her feelings for Ashley. She said that he never really existed, except in her own imagination. In psychology, there is another effect called the halo effect. It points out that people often overrate others based on one trait or quality, deceiving themselves by blinding their eyes to other qualities in the counterpart. But this is just a limited view due to lacking full understanding of that person. Without the chance to bond long-term, how can you truly know each other? Without facing hardships together, you can't experience the conflicts and discomforts the other brings. If you love someone without a complete view and understanding of them, the affection is merely a one-sided romantic fantasy you built yourself. It will be like flowers on water, like the moon in a mirror. The great driving craving is love. But no, you don't love that person. You only love the person created in your imagination. More accurately, it's to satisfy and fill your empty ego. So through Scarlett and Ashley's love story, what do you see? You need to see human nature. We always chase what we haven't obtained, and that's the path that drowns you in illusions, leading to suffering. So before deciding to devote a lifetime to someone, we must truly understand them, accept both their good and bad sides, and with all sincerity, you will have the beginning of true love. Part 2. Never use marriage as a tool. When chaotic war erupted to preserve the estate and save her family, Scarlett used her beauty to find every way to marry again to the wealthy man named Frank. But Frank was her sister's fiancé. Scarlett knew clearly that after her sister married Frank, she certainly wouldn't use money to help the family. The only way to get the money was to coax Frank by saying Sue Ellen had feelings for someone else and was about to marry him. 2 weeks later, Scarlett married Frank as she wished. But after living together, Scarlett wanted to work hard to earn money. Frank only hoped she would be a dutiful wife and raise children, and that was enough. Scarlett was always independent, but Frank tried every way to control her work. Their life was full of conflicts. For Scarlett, this seemingly inseparable marriage was only endless arguments and deep loneliness. There was no such thing as love. A marriage chosen as a compromise for material benefits is sure to be full of dissatisfaction. In the end, one can only be trapped in the cage woven by oneself and spend a lifetime in regret. If you use marriage as a tool, you will ultimately become a tool of marriage. Then Frank joined the revolutionary resistance and was shot dead. Scarlett once again became a widow. Love is not a game nor business. Weighing benefits, gains and losses is meaningless weariness for motions. Shakespeare said, "If in love there is calculation unrelated to it, then it is not true love." True love is surely exchanging sincerity for sincerity, not caring who initiates first, only hoping not to miss each other. Part 3. Never indulge in one-sided receiving. After 2 remarriages, you changed from a girl pampered by everyone into a widow who killed husbands in others' eyes. Amid societal chaos, Scarlett had to endure poverty, war, and the pain from her parents' deaths. Now from a wealthy lady who never needed to lift a finger, she became an independent businesswoman. Afterward, her entire hometown and Ashley's family depended on her for survival. In this process of gain and loss, there was always one person waiting and giving her courage. That was Rhett. He once risked his life stealing horses for Scarlett amid war's smoke and fire, escorting her back to Tara Estate. He witnessed her 2 previous failed marriages and became her knight, her 3rd husband, protecting her. Unbeknownst to Wen, Rhett spent a lot of money top-leased Scarlett, took her on honeymoons, brushed her hair, soothed her like a child, bought land, and built an extremely luxurious house as she wished. Rhett loved Scarlett deeply time after time, tolerant and pampering her to the utmost. He wanted Scarlett to be happy, happier than any other woman. Even so, Scarlett's heart was still obsessed with Ashley. She even foolishly thought that even if she couldn't be with Ashley, she could remain physically faithful to him. So after Scarlett gave birth to their daughter, she demanded separate sleeping. The favored one knows no fear. The pampered one knows no worry. Enjoying love from others alone is an illusory happiness. It is fragile and easily broken, because when immersed in that illusion, you can brazenly demand, recklessly cause trouble, casually squander the other's pampering, thoughtlessly hurt their sincerity, and take it for granted. But no one in this world will always stand in one place waiting for you. In intimate relationships, if it's only one-sided receiving forever, it not only bruises the other with hurt, but can also make you lose yourself and fail to see the other's true affection. In the end, it's hard to attain true happiness. Any emotion not built on giving and receiving will, even if eternal love, one day be exhausted. Finally, in disappointment and fatigue, Rhett chose to leave. At this point, Scarlett realized that she and Rhett were truly meant for each other. They understood each other more than anyone, and only Rhett loved her whole self, good and bad. Rhett was the one who gave her strength. But when she realized this, it was too late. Part 4. Don't set limits for yourself. You are not inferior to anyone. If you read Gone with the Wind for the first time, you might be challenged by Scarlett's rebellious spirit. Because in the education we receive from childhood, we aim to become people who adhere to social moral standards. We uphold altruism, dedication, and care for others. That's why you might be shocked by a cold, greedy, selfish Scarlett. She spares nothing to achieve her desires, marrying the first husband for revenge, the second for material benefits, the third for pleasure and comfort. All 3 marriages lack her sincerity, so they are bound to fail. But why can Scarlett inspire millions across generations with her fictional personality? Why can she influence the women's rights movement in real life through many generations? Because she is too real. Being real creates a controversial icon. She was once a noble lady with a wonderful life, but in an instant the guns of war fired. Her mother died, her father went mad, and everything around her became desolate. In despair, she could only shoulder the entire family. She learned to build and manage the plantation herself, learned business, and immediately changed from a fragile young girl into a strong, capable woman handling everything in the family. In that process, she fully understood life's hardships. To protect herself and family, she could use a gun to chase invaders. To feed herself and others, she could use marriage as a bargaining chip. In marriage, people see her as selfish, greedy, arrogant, and cold, but it is precisely that selfish personality that creates an independent, free person who dares to think, act, and be hated. In work and life, Scarlett lived in an era where men were superior to women, and most women only knew homemaking. That's why many women from the start thought themselves inferior to men and early abandoned their dreams. But Scarlett did not. She never thought she was inferior to them, so she never set limits for herself, never locked herself in others' views. Thus, she could succeed on her own. Women face many prejudices in life. Some say women are born inferior to men. No matter how hard they try, they can't change anything, but believe that this is just oppression from cultural bias. In reality, whether woman or man, everyone is equal. Only when women don't limit themselves can you make life more vibrant. Don't let anyone's biased gaze stop you. Use their words as motivation and move forward. Only this way can you live without regret. Part 5. Don't give up easily. Tomorrow is still a new day. It is Scarlett's selfish yet independent personality and resilience that are worth our reflection. Humans are a profound contradiction. No one is completely excellent, nor completely failed. In life's journey, we are imperfect with many character flaws, often lost and suffering. But as long as we have a spirit toward a positive tomorrow, we can learn, improve, and rise from experiences. The novel's title is inspired by a poem by the English poet. I have forgotten many things, Sinara. Gone with the wind. Roses fall, roses have thorns. Gone with the wind. Don't remember the small white petals and lost. Things gone with the wind belong to the past. The pale white petals may be our flaws. Let them mature and be carried away by the wind. Like Scarlett's final words in an open ending when Rhett leaves in disappointment. She says tomorrow is still a new day. With this, the spirited Scarlett might awaken and fight for love once more. But this time with sincerity, because she has matured with the wind. She has gone through the ups and downs of storms. But even if she doesn't take another step, it doesn't matter. What's important is that compared to the immature, selfish, hurt, and discouraged girl at the story's start, Scarlett has truly changed enough to control her fate. With resilience in hand, love in heart, light in eyes, we fear no future storms. Every step in your life is not in vain. All have their own meaning. Truly wise people turn every experience into lessons to move forward. Let every encounter become the best arrangement in your life. A person with correct awareness and extraordinary resilience can let themselves fly with the wind. But ultimately fly where? Fly to a place unburdened by the past, without future worries but living well in the present. And no matter what, tomorrow is a new day. The character Scarlett has given courage to the failed and is a mirror for the successful to observe and reflect. Her failed love story tells us that what cannot be had is pursued more. But when obtained, you realize you didn't truly want it. If you don't cherish what you have, you will pay with regret. To live without regret, please abandon selfish ego. Use sincerity to exchange sincerity. To overcome difficulties or learn the independent, resilient spirit that forever shines with vital life like Scarlett. Gone with the wind, resilient and sincere. Thank you for listening. If you find this video helpful, please share it with those who need it. Give me a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to catch my latest videos every week. Once again, thank you and see you in the next videos.